The last part to making your manifestation come true is leaving it all into God's hands. And this is something that I had to learn, because even during church yesterday, I swear, the pastor kept talking about just leave your path into God's hands. Whatever he wants you to do or whatever is going to happen within him. That's the true developed nature of having faith within yourself, is leaving whatever you do. You put your all into whatever you're doing. You're not half-assing it. You're taking time and hours out your day working on your craft and whatever you're doing. The last part, the last part is to develop faith and leave it into his hands. Knowing that if you got God with you, you cannot lose. This is why even the aspects of being seen as lonely or being by yourself, there is no such thing as being by yourself. I'm physically here by myself, but I have God with me. So there's nothing to be worried about or scared about or to be stressing about. There's nothing to worry about. I have God with me. And with that mindset, it just makes me way more happier. And I'm just listening to the service, and he kept saying it. He just kept saying it. Just whatever you have going on within your life, leave it into God's hands. Whatever plans you have within your life, leave it into God's hands. And that is ultimately growing and having faith. Faith is something that is really crazy to understand. You just don't realize it. You're just going about your day jolly, and you are protected. You generally think and you know whatever you're going to do in your life, it's going to happen. You just know what's going to happen. And having that faith with the hard work, that is the key to becoming successful. Working hard and doing whatever you're supposed to do, but also having faith and leaving it, like whatever you do, just leave it into God's hands. And whenever you're stressful or anything like that, you think in your mind, you just take a deep breath and you say, nah, this is not me. On this exhale, I'm going to let all of my stress go away. And I'm going to give it to God. Just let God take care of it. Whatever happens in your life, whatever predicament you're in, God has your back. He's with you. There's nothing to be stressing about. Even when I find myself in stressful moments, once you change your thought processes and be like, nah, I have God with me. Smooth. You're protected. You're good. Those stressful thoughts, all of the negative thoughts in your life, it's good. There's nothing to be negative about. There's nothing to be sad about. There's nothing to be depressed about. Because you have God with you. And once you look on the bright side, you start to realize, like, life isn't as bad as everyone makes it seem. My mind starts to go crazy, and you start to, like, wander and think all of these thoughts, and you have to learn how to control them. Once you start to learn to understand and to control your thoughts, you have mastered the world. You know what I'm saying? Just even, like, no matter what happens, right? Just say the most worst thing happens in your life, and you're just like, yeah, but I got God with me, so it's all right. I'm good. You know what I mean? You good. I'm good. You see what I'm saying? You develop this faith that whatever happens, I don't care what happens, I got God with me. I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be all right with a smile. It's going to change your whole point of view. Leave it into his hands. Whatever you're doing, whatever your dreams is, he's helping you. He's there. But don't half-ass it. Don't play around like you're, you know what I'm saying, with your craft and whatever you're doing. Really learn to build and, you know, try different things and learn within your craft. And my craft is YouTube. I could be honest with you guys. Like, sometimes my videos don't get as much views, so I'm over here like a stressful thought. And I'm like, man, I gotta go harder. I gotta go, you know what I'm saying? In a way, it's good. But then if I have stress in my life, that is clogging my manifestations. Because once you finally act as you already have everything that you want in your life, the last part is to leave it. Let it go. Leave it into God's hands. Leave it into the universe's hands. It's going to take care of you. Detach from the outcome, because you already know you have the outcome. Act as if you already have the outcome, and your manifestations will come true with faith. Faith is the biggest thing. For example, I make a great video. You know what I'm saying? I made a nice thumbnail or whatever. Click the upload button, and I just leave it into God's hands. I say, you go, you do it. You take care of it for me. I have faith. There's nothing that I should be stressing about. Sometimes I do stress about the views or something, but once you fully detach, and I have done that now, there's nothing to stress about. You know what I'm saying? I know he has my back. And that will allow the manifestation of maybe one of my videos really hitting and going off. You see what I'm saying? But also the hard work went into it. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting over here all day. Just you see what I'm saying? But I have a smile on my face. I'm all right. I like sitting here working and doing what I got to do, and making videos that generally help people that had helped my life. That's all it is on this channel, is to learn, to grow, and to be the best version that you possibly can be. So if you like that, hit that subscribe button. But developing faith, leaving it into God's hands, leaving it to the universe's hands, allowing the universe to do what it's supposed to do, allowing God to do what he needs to do with you, that will clear all self-doubt, all self-negative beliefs. And when you do have them, you say, nah, I got God with me with a smile. He got my back. I know he has my back. There's nothing more that I need. Once you develop that and embody that emotion of detachment of like, I know it's gonna happen, I'm just leaving in God's hands, it's gonna happen. That is when your manifestation actually becomes way more true. You see what I'm saying? Like, it actually starts to form within your life of like, okay, my videos are starting to hit, or something within your life really starts to change, and you're like, wow. Like, one of those realizations too as well is leading with love. Like, that's the biggest thing that changed my whole life. I'm just showing love to everyone. I don't care who you are. I'll show love to you. You know what I'm saying? I was just at church. It was random people. I'm shaking everyone's hands. I'm showing them, I'm greeting myself. I'm showing love to people. They reciprocated back. You see what I'm saying? That had changed my whole life. And even with my relationships with women and everything like that, I've shown love. Just lead with love, and your life will be completely different. But developing that faith is what will make your manifestations come true. You don't really notice it or analyze it until it comes into your mind, where it's like something good around my way isn't going as well as I wanted to. You're just like, I got God with me. He's going to take care of it. You're flowing on a great high vibration because you're like careless. You're not letting that affect your mood or, bring stress within your life. There's nothing to really stress about when it comes to a lot of certain things. When you're under those stressful times and, you don't know where to go or whatever, you still just say, I got God with me, so I'm good. I know I'm good. And that's something that you can't deny unless you're like an atheist or you don't believe in God. And in that way, your life will be negative because the satanic things that are going on within the world is never positive. There's never a good thing from Satan other than all of the cars and jewelry that you get or whatever that these rappers sell their soul for. They're not fulfilled within. They haven't found themselves within. All of the rappers that you see who sold their soul, they went out and sold their soul. They're a sellout. You see what I'm saying? I would never care to do that. If I swear to God, if there was 100 million and I had to sign this contract to do something, I would never do it. I don't care the amount of money. It'll be $100 quadrillion billion. I'll never do it because I'm not a sellout. I stand 10 toes down with God, and I know He got me, so I'm gonna get there anyways. You see what I'm saying? The pastor at church just kept saying it, just like, once you finally leave it into His hands and you detach from your life, or detach from the outcome will come closer to you. I swear to you. That is like the law of attraction. That is attracting and not chasing. With all of the women I deal with, I swear to you guys on my soul, I do not like chase anyone. There's no need for that. I am a great person. I am strong. I'm masculine. I look good. I smell good. Everything about me is good. You know what I'm saying? And I know God has my back, so He's going to bring the people within my world to me. There's no need for me to be hassling and consistently texting every girl that I know or everything like that, begging for attention. Once you are okay with yourself and you found self-divine love and you love yourself, everyone is attracted to you. Everyone wants to be around you. And I swear on my soul, it's crazier than you think. I don't know how to explain it, but everywhere I go is like, you know what I'm saying? Since I show love, I get a lot of love. But even from people I don't know, once I reciprocated that love to another person, someone else is more obligated to come to me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they come to me. I'm like, okay, I see what this, like, leading with love. I understand what it means. You know what I'm saying? Getting your point across without having to be rude or raise your voice or be completely a dickhead. Actually being like a gentleman, really being a gentleman and getting your point across without being rude or demanding or commanding. Getting what you want because your point still stands, but staying at a nice state, women love. And that's where I seen on the show, I'll make a whole separate video on, like, I understand what it means to lead with love. It's getting your point across without being rude, without having to raise your tone, without having to hit someone. You see what I'm saying? These shows that you see with all of these women and they're like talking shit and being rude and, you know what I'm saying these words to them. And it's like, I understand why this goes this way. Because when you're brutally honest, no one likes anyone who's brutally honest. You have somewhat respect for that person that's honest. But if you're honest in the right way, you'll get your point across 10 times more and it'll actually touch the person. But if you're brutally honest and say you're a slut, you're a whore, you're this, you're that, bro, no one wants to be called that, even if they are a slut or a whore. You see what I'm saying? More times than not, that person will never embrace that. So when I see these shows and they're wilding on these girls, I'm like, damn, I understand it. It's not what you say, it's the way you say it. If you say it in a nice, calmer way and you use your words to your advantage, you can touch that person and your message will actually touch that person instead of like hindering that person and them getting into a defensive state. That's what I've realized, because I would sit here and debate and go back and forth and I know I'm right, but I've realized like, I get nothing out of arguing with someone. I get nothing with trying to drill something into them. But when I drill it in a way with love, and I keep it 1,000 with you, I'm still showing it in a good manner, and my vibration of my words is more positive. That person is changed. They will feel your message times 10. But I'll make a whole separate video on that. I got a little bit off topic, but you should lead with love and faith. I cracked the code within all of this. You know, I cracked the code to being charismatic and being the guy that everyone likes. Like, I've cracked it. Because when I was brutally honest and I was a dickhead, I'm telling you, I will tell you straight up. And if you're a man, you can somewhat understand, but I've noticed even with men, they cannot understand that. They wouldn't understand what I'm saying because I'm being brutally honest. But when I show love and I flip my words in a way, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Instead of calling this girl a complete slut, you could even use that word. Literally changing your voice and your tone is what will get your message across to every human. This is where I realized where I go crazy into these tangents on these videos. And sometimes I generally enjoy it because it's like I get something off my shoulders, but I can't lead with that. I can't touch other people's hearts while being a complete brutally honest dickhead. I can't. You'll attract more people and touch more people's hearts when you're being nice and being a good human, because everyone likes nice people. Everyone likes good people. It doesn't matter. But don't be a simp. Don't be a lame. And don't be a nice guy who doesn't have any morals and lets people step on them. That's the reasoning why everyone disdains nice guys. I want you to understand. I'm going to make that video right now. So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to leave my last video right here for you guys. So stay yourself. Stay 300. Whatever you do in life. Trust me, I believe in you, bro.